everyone, this is Ayşenur Altan. Welcome to Turkish Food and Travel. I'm sharing a whole new menu. Crispy chicken, bake either in air fryer, oven or fry. Vegetable bulgur pilav with green peas, carrots and peppers. And finally, creamy purslane yogurt salad. I have 2 pieces of chicken breast here. I separated this from whole chicken, so the skin was still intact. I'm taking it out and then cut it into like thick strips. For the marinade sauce, I begin by cracking 1 egg and added 1/4 of a cup milk. And this is the soda, sparkling water natural. I added about 1/3 of a cup first. And I wanted to not to waste any sauce, so I'm gonna add gradually, just barely, to cover my chicken pieces, adding 2 heaped tablespoons flour, teaspoon of salt, paprika, curry powder, and 2 cloves of garlic. Give it a good mix and then check if it's gonna be enough. I added a bit more from the soda and a bit flour, and it will be enough. Going to add my chicken pieces. Mix them well until all the sauce covers the pieces. Cover and let them sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours or overnight. An hour before serving time, I begin to make my bulgur pilav. I'm gonna use eggplant, carrots, onion, tomatoes and peppers from the freezer, and 2 cups of coarse bulgur. Use the widest pan available when you are making either rice or bulgur pilav dishes, heating up some olive oil. And meanwhile, I begin to cut my veggies. Finely diced my onion and begin to saute. Here I have about a cup of green peas that is boiling, going to add over my pilav, and again finely dicing in the same size of the peas my carrots. Next, the eggplant. I cut the stem out and partially peeled. Going to dice them a bit bigger than the carrots because it's gonna shrink and will be around the same size when it cooks. Beginning from the hardest one, I continue to saute the veggies. So first the carrots goes in, and after a minute or so the green peppers. These are from the freezer that I cut when it's the season. And after a couple of more minutes, I added the eggplant pieces. Added about 1½ teaspoon of salt and close the lid to soften the veggies a little bit. Next, adding About heaped teaspoon each tomato and pepper paste. I always mention but want to say again, if you cannot find pepper paste, it's optional. Add a bit more tomato paste. Added 2 cloves of coarsely chopped garlic and tomato puree from the freezer. You can add about half cup, or when it's the season, add 2 peeled tomatoes, either grated or cut in cubes. Next, adding my coarse bulgur. Going to stir for a couple of more minutes and add for 2 cups of bulgur close to 4 cups of hot water. You can also use some vegetable stock or chicken broth as well. Here are the almost cooked green peas. Gently stir, and to give some spiciness, I sprinkled black pepper and cracked 1 dried hot pepper. Close the lid and cook on low, simmering until the bulgur soaks all the water and soft. My friends, I would like to remind you that you can support my channel just by liking, commenting and sharing my video so others can see. I'm going to coat my chickens with cornflakes. It's gonna be too much when it is like this, so I'm going to process them a bit. Of course, you can also use breadcrumbs, but this way it becomes more crunchy, and wanted to add some bigger pieces, so I processed them lightly, some of the cornflakes, and it's ready. The chicken breast pieces are marinated for about 2 hours in the fridge, and it's soaked some of the marinade sauce. So I'm coating the pieces, the both sides, generously with the cornflakes and place them to my cutting board. You can either bake them in the oven. I'm gonna use this time my air fryer. Since we didn't use any oil and we are not going to deep fry, it is best to generously oil the bottom of the pan and also on top of the chicken pieces. Here I wanted to keep it light, but I think I could have drizzle a bit more than that. So they go to the air fryer in 180 Celsius degree for about 15 to 18 minutes. While the chickens are cooking, I'm making purslane salad with cucumber and yogurt. It's very easy. I coarsely chopped the purslane. Have a bit fresh mint, going to finely chop. You can also add dried mint, and I'm cutting the stems out from the cucumbers, going to keep the skin because it's very fresh and gives extra crunchiness. Finely chop them, and next going to add some whole full fat yogurt, about 3 heaped tablespoons. It's up to you. Add some salt and dilute it with some cold water. If it's hot and if you want to serve it ice cold, you can add some ice cubes. And finally I sprinkled some dried mint and drizzle some olive oil. My chickens are out from the air fryer just in time. They look very crispy, crunchy, and my bulgur pilav is ready too. I'm gonna serve it on my plate. Wanted to sprinkle some pul biber chili flakes, and they are ready to serve. The chicken came out very crispy. It was well done. But if you want it a bit more softer and if you don't count the calories, you can drizzle a bit more vegetable oil or olive oil before you bake it in the air fryer or in the oven. You can also definitely fry in a little bit vegetable oil on stove top in a pan. I wanted to give it a try with the leftover chicken pieces the next day. I didn't coat them this time, just fried in some vegetable oil with the sauce by itself, and it really came out delicious with all the spices and marinade sauce together. I hope you give it a try and let me know how it turned out. Please share it in the comments. I have many other chicken recipes on the channel you can check. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Afiyet olsun.